Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to one of the series that helped define my channel, the Winnipeg Jets franchise mode. All of you thought I was done with this franchise mode, and so did I. I really did. It's been 3 months since the last episode, and in case you didn't watch the last episode, I'll give you a recap of what happened. Let's check out all words here, and Stanley Cup champion. Does that say who I think it says? Does that say the Winnipeg Jets are Stanley Cup champions? That's right. We went up against the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup final, and we raised the cup in Toronto. And let's just say it was a successful season. Now, the offseason was skipped past due to I lost that footage. Like, I recorded that 3 months ago, and I lost that footage. That's why you guys never got another episode. But I decided, you know what? It's been 3 months. I still have people asking if I'm going to do the next episode. I still have people commenting on the videos. I still have people pressing the like button on the videos. Like, the first 10 episodes are probably in the top, 15 of my most popular videos ever. You guys loved this series, and it's not going to stop quite yet. I don't know what happened during the offseason, so I'm going to show you guys the team, and you guys can figure it out. But this is probably our last chance at the Stanley Cup within this window. And I'm going to explain to you why. Patrice Bergeron, 36 years old, 1 year on his deal. Blake Wheeler, 35 years old, 1 year on his deal. Those are two big money names that are going to want money or retire. Also, people who need to be signed, Patrick Laine. He's only making 3.7 right now, but he only has 1 year left on his deal. We are going to have to pay him big. I promise you that. He's going to want some huge money. I think Mark Scheifele is still good for another 3 years. I was correct on that one. Oliver Bjorkstrand, I think he has 2 years. He does. We just signed Joseph Quick. I remember that. 5 for 5. I remember that contract. That was easy. William Nylander is no longer going to get paid his cheap little 2.7 for, I think it was 2.7 for a bunch of years contract. That's gone. Christian Vesalainen, I think he's in a contract year. He is. Jansen Harkins, contract year. Bergeron, contract year. Blake Wheeler, contract year. Jared McCann just got signed to entry level. Brett Howden, 2 years left. Brendan Lemieux, contract year. That's only on the offense. That's 90% of the offense. Josh Morrissey, look at this, contract year. Tyler Myers, contract year. Jacob Trouba, contract year. Darcy Pisani, contract year. Logan Stanley, contract year. All of them are in a contract year besides Brandon Carlo. And we just re-signed him. So, goalies, Eric Comrie has another year left, but we're going to have to pay him big. Remember that. And Connor Hellebuck, contract year. So, we have a lot of players in a contract year. And Jake Bean, no. Luke Green, no. Okay, awesome, Nick Patan, but it doesn't really matter. So, we do have quite a bit of people in a contract year, which means our window is closing to win the Stanley Cup with this team. Don't get me wrong. This team will still be stacked, just not like it is now. You're not going to see 85 overalls on the fourth line. No, we are ridiculously stacked right now. This is probably the best this team will ever be, unless we have a bunch of rookies developed in 90 overalls down in the AHL. Anyways, these are the lines we're going to roll this season. Laine, Scheifele, Bjorkstrand, which I'm considering trading Oliver Bjorkstrand. I know it's been a while since we even watched one of these videos, but if I remember correctly, he was not producing like he's a sniper, only 17 goals. And I mean, you know what? He may be better as a playmaker. I'm not gonna worry about trading him. I mean, he should be better. 6.8 for an 85 overall skater. I'd rather trade him for someone who's like 85 overall, making $5 million. You know what I mean? I mean, Joseph Quick would probably do better in that first line than he would. And he's signed for his overall, and hopefully he'll be making some pretty good money. He's only 23. He could still grow. William Nylander still sucks in the faceoff circle. I may make him a winger. Actually, that may be perfect replacement for Oliver Bjorkstrand. Move William Nylander up to the first line. We're thinking this in the offseason. We're just going to roll with this team we have now for this season. Maybe at the deadline, squeak someone out a little bit better for Oliver Bjorkstrand. And then Christian Vesalainen. This guy's going to want some big money. He's going to be good. Already 86 overall. He's going to progress. I promise you that. He was our project. We picked him first overall in the very first draft. Remember, we tanked for him, and this is the guy we chose. Here we are in, I think, what are we, 2021? We are in season 2021-2022, and he is just now a NHLer. This will be his rookie year, I believe. Let me take a look at that. He may have started towards the end of last season. I think it's his rookie year. Yeah, he started last season. He played a full 82 games, 36 points, plus 9. So this is his sophomore year. We drafted him first overall way back then. Remember, this guy is not a bust. He will be good, I promise you that. Look at his hand-eye coordination. Look at his passing stats. They're not bad. Puck control is very good. His defensive category needs some work if he's a two-way forward. His skating category is awesome. 99 balance, 91 speed. This guy can fly. Shooting category needs some improvement. I mean, I don't really know where his strengths are. I think he's just a decent forward. You know what I mean? He's not elite yet. He's going to get elite. He's only 22. Just needs some time to grow. Jansen Harkins, on the other hand, look at this guy. On the third line, 42 points in 82 games, 15 goals, 27 assists, plus 7. Perhaps the best third liner of all time. He's only 24. He's going to grow for, I think, 3 more years, and then he'll max out. So I'm happy to have him, but we're going to have to sign him to some decent money. Again, Blake Wheeler and Bergeron will be gone this offseason. And Jarrett McCann, Brett Howden, Brendan Lemieux, that's our fourth line. That's the line we're going to roll with. Defensively, Josh Morrissey, Tyler Myers, the elite top 2 defensive pairing. Jacob Trouba, Darcy Pisani, Logan Stanley, and Brandon Carlo, the shutdown defenseman who could be moved. Minus 14, only 3 points. He could be moved, guys. He's not very good. Logan Stanley is that defensive defenseman we need, and he had 6 points, minus 16, but that's because this bottom pairing is pretty bad. I think we squeaked in the wild card last year too, so we barely made the playoffs. That's scary, isn't it? AHL team, we do have Vitaly Arbrov, Dylan Dubé, Noah Douglas, Matt Kern, Sergei Bykov, Jesper Timlander, Austin Broussard. He's just an extra. I wonder if there's a prospect I can insert for him. What about Bush? He's 1, and Fletcher. Rick Fletcher. Insert this guy. 72 overall sniper. There we go. Rick Fletcher. Vitaly Zubov. Marshall Duncan. Frank Kramer. And Jack McFarland. Do we have another center prospect? We do not. Do we have another right wing prospect? The Slaver? No, we do not. Okay. So see, I'm using the AHL for development, as you can tell. They made a few runs, though. They had like a record-setting... I think they had like a record-setting record. That's a lot of records, isn't it? Gustav Forsling, not Victor Stahlberg. Torsten Stahlberg, Jacob Cederholm, Sammy Niku, Tumono Pakarin, and Kevin Kazemin. He's just there. He's basically the captain of the team, old guy. And then the best AHL goalie of all time, Christian Heljenko. And then Maximilian Pagipatch, however you say his name. Anyways, this is the team we will roll with this season, guys. And let's get some simulation done. Alright, guys, real quick before we start simulation, Adam Misturin did re-sign, so we are going to send him down to the AHL, along with some extra prospects we just have sitting on the bench that won't be playing. Jake Bean, Nick Patan, Luke Green. We are going to send them all down to the AHL. I don't see Adam Mescherin. He must be already sent down. And hopefully the team down there will get stronger. I'm going to go ahead and edit the lines up. Just letting you guys know I'm doing this before we hop straight into some simulation. As you can see, that's best lines it. And these are the best possible lines. Looks a lot better, doesn't it? Back to some simulation. Alright, guys. We did go 5-1 in preseason. If that's any indicator on how this season's going to go for us, I smell a repeat cup champion right here. So, all the players we need are sent back down to the minors and everything. So let's get this season underway. The first game against the Chicago Blackhawks. A big first game. They're already 0-1, so they're already off to a terrible start. Let's make it even worse. Let's spoil their home. Well, I think our home opener actually is right here. So let's win our first home game of the season. First period. Jansen Harkins and Ryan Hartman. Second periods. Blake Wheeler, Mackenzie Weegar, and Patrick Kane. So it's a 3-2 game, Chicago. Third periods. Patrick Kane gets another one, and we lose our home opener. Ouch. The banner raising night, the Chicago Blackhawks had to play spoiler. You know what? I'm okay with that. When's the Stanley Cup rematch against the Toronto Maple Leafs? That's what I'm looking forward to. Maple Leafs, where is it at? Where is it at? Well, we don't play them for towards like the end of the season. Yeah, I don't think we play them. Like, there they are. We play them 2 nights in a row mid-season. That won't be for a while. That's not till after the trade deadline. So we're not going to play them at all in the first, like, I want to say first 60 games. So let's go ahead and just get simulation done here. We'll do some slow simulation against some Central Division teams. Not all of them. Here, we'll do it against our second Central Division team, the Nashville Predators. New York Islanders up next. They're a 1-1-1. Let's make it 1-2-1. 3-2 shootout win, our first victory of the season. Then we lose to the Rangers. Come on, guys, get it together. We're 1-2. Make that 1-3. Wow, we're losing some games here, guys. I might have to shuffle the lines up a bit. Come on, Eric Comrie, the Beast. We beat the Boston Bruins 4-3 in Boston. That's great. So, Nashville Predators, maybe this is the game that's going to help put us on top right here. This is going to be the game that's going to establish us this season. Let's do this. Nashville Predators, another Central Division team. And this was 2 points in the Central Division we could use towards the end of the season. Here we go. First periods, scoreless. Second periods, Christian Vesalainen. Third periods, oh my God, James Neal. I think it's Brendan Connolly. And I think that's Nemeth. I've never even heard of him. He must be a creative player or like a third, fourth liner. So we've yet to win a Central Division game. We've only played 2 of them. You can't really be too frustrated. We have 3 in a row coming up here. We'll win 1 of them. I promise you, we're going to win 1 out of these 3. And, oh, okay, a trade. David Krejci for a first-round pick. That is a no-go. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. We're not trading for a older player. Not now. Not probably this season. So, a 1-0 loss to Vancouver. Mike Green for 2 prospects. I don't want to give up Mike Green. Or I don't want Mike Green. So, there's no point in trading for him. Next up, Dallas Stars. Come on, we need this win bad. 4-2 loss. Guys, get it together. We don't want Mike Green. Go away. Wow, how are we 2-6 right now? I'm going to have to shuffle the lines up some. St. Louis Blues up next, 3-1. Okay, Shea Weber. I don't want that $7 million contract for the next 5 years. That's a no-go. We're slow sim this game. If we don't win this game, we are blowing this team up. We are changing the lines up completely. We kind of have a little bit of a Stanley Cup hangover. That's what it is. First periods, Joseph Quick and Jarrett McCann. Second periods, Nathan McKinnon. And then third period, Mikko Rantanen. And then overtime, scoreless shootout round, Patrick Laine. Finally, our first Central Division win of the season. And the fans, you can breathe your sigh of relief. We may be 3-7, but it's only been 1 month in. And our players they're just now getting the hang of this. Let's go. We have some new contracts here in Winnipeg. Also, we have some question marks on some contracts here. Blake Wheeler, where are you? Bergeron, where are you at, man? Come on. Oliver Borkstrand, where have you been? We need you to show up. We made a huge trade for you a while back ago. Time for you to shine. We don't want Mike Green, Toronto. Go away. Go away. 5-1 win over the Minnesota Wild. There's another Central Division win. 2-1 shootout win over the Vancouver Canucks. That's 3 in a row. Just like that, we're alive. Nashville Predators up next. Let's see here. Make that 4 in a row for a win streak. Another Central Division win, by the way. And we lose to Ottawa 5-1, but we've won 4 games in a row. It takes that much to get back on track. We beat Calgary. The Blackhawks up next. The big matchup against the Blackhawks here. We don't want with Shea Weber. 6-2 loss. Those Blackhawks are dominating us this season so far. What promotion night is this? A scarf giveaway. We're slow sim that. Maybe we play better knowing our fans have their necks nice and warm this season. Colorado Avalanche, they're 12-4-1. They have a great team this season. That's scary. 4-3 win over the Pittsburgh Penguins. We don't want Shea Weber. I wish there's a way you can say I don't want this player. That way they would stop sending you trades for that one player. Because watch, we're gonna get another trade notification probably before we even get to LA. Wait for it. Okay, it didn't happen. Nice. But we lost in the shootout to Arizona. So here we go. Big game again. Well, not really a big game. This game could help us quite a bit against the LA Kings. Here we go. First period, scarf giveaway night. Second periods, Josh Morrissey on. Okay, that's their goal. It's like Vivalainen. Whoa, why do we have our AHL guy in? Eric Comrie's in that. Third period, it's Brendan Lemieux, and we take another victory, 2-1 win. See, they play better knowing when their fans get free stuff. So every night's a promotion night from now on. I am gonna shuffle the lines up just a little bit. Take a look at them, see what I can do. All right, guys, I'm looking at the lines here, and our top 6 is all minuses. There's not a single plus player in the top 6. They're all -3s, -1s. Other Borkstrand's a -2. Joseph Quick's a -3. William Nylander's a -5. He only got 1 goal. Christian Vestalainen's a -4. So, this whole third line is positive. I want to move Bergeron to the second line. Move William Nylander down a line. Actually, I might do this. William Nylander is going to play where Christian Vestalainen plays. And Jansen Harkins will get a crack at center yet again. That way, this third line was so good last year. I want to put Blake Wheeler on the top pairing with Scheifele and Laine, like he normally is. Because he puts up some crazy points when he's with them. I believe he was with them last season, 55 points in 82 games. No, he was on the second line last season. The year before, 75 points. So I really do want to put Blake Wheeler back up there, but I don't want to punish Oliver Borkstrand. He's not doing terrible. I mean, 13 points in 20 games isn't bad. I mean, how many does Blake Wheeler have? He doesn't have that many. 9 and he's a plus player though. You know what? Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Joseph Quick really isn't producing either. I'm thinking the second line needs to be split up. Playmaker of two-way forwards really isn't working. So let's do this. Put Joseph Quick up here. So the sniper, playmaker, two-way forward in line. Oliver Borkstrand, the sniper, two-way forward, playmaker. Two-way forward, playmaker, power forward. Actually, what if we do this? What if we put Blake Wheeler on the second line and then Oliver Borkstrand on the third line? Let's try that out and see where that goes. Defensively, we're not going to change anything. I mean, our defense, our top pairing is actually both pluses. Our second pairing, not so much. And our bottom pairing is where we take a hit. That's maybe Brendan Carlo is the odd end here, but I don't know. I mean, maybe Eric Comrie's not the guy. He's played 20 games this season. Is that all the games that's been played? Do I have auto goalie rotation off? That may be why. I have auto goalie rotation off. Okay. Let me turn that back on. Maybe that's why we're losing games, is Eric Comrie stressed. That's why. We just need to get Connor Hellebuyck in there, get him some games, and hopefully that would go good from there. Alright, boys, auto goalie rotation is on. So we need to get the games rolling here. So hopefully Connor Hellebuyck can steal a few games for us here. We will slow sim this game against the Dallas Stars, because this is a Central Division team we're going to be up against this season to determine a playoff spot. We're digging a hole right now. We have to climb out of it. Let's start now. Better now than later in the season. Come on, let's do this. First period against Dallas. Jansen Harkins, Joseph Quick, and Jansen Harkins. Just like that, we let it the Stars. Tyler Seguin does get one for them, no. Second periods. Scoreless, and then third periods. Laine and Scheifele. Maybe that change up of the lines really did help. 2-5 victory. Just like that, we win our first game after the line changes. It will really show in the game against Chicago, though, because that's one team that has our numbers, the Chicago Blackhawks. Pittsburgh Penguins up next. Hopefully we can get a W here. They're about a pretty good team. We got a 3-2 shootout win, so we're undefeated since the line change. Hopefully we can beat the Blackhawks and prove that this line change was perfect. First periods, I think it's Tobias Reeder and William Nylander. Second periods, Hartman and Josh Morrissey. Third periods, Vestalainen, but Panarin and Hartman, they always score one more than us. They always beat us by 1 goal. Come on, the Hawks have our number in this franchise mode, it seems like. They always have. But you know what? We have a cup. We have 2 cups in like 5 years on this. We don't want Shea Weber. Go away. Maybe acquiring another defenseman at the deadline would not be a terrible idea, though. Stack the decor. You know, sit Brendan Carlo out or trade him. That's an option. We do have Jake Bean and Luke Green coming up. We've won 2 back-to-back games. One against Dallas 6-3 and one against Ottawa 3-1. So we do have the Buffalo Sabres. Leave me alone, Montreal. I'm about to block your number. Buffalo Sabres, we beat them 2-1 in the shootout. Montreal 5-2 victory. We were rolling since that line change, guys. That's all we needed was a line change. New Jersey Devils 6-4 victory. There we go, boys. Boston Bruins here. Come on. Ooh, Getzlaff. No. Come on. Come on, Bergeron. Get some points against your old team. 4-1 loss. Ouch. Okay. Shea Weber. We don't want Shea Weber. Stop sending us all these guys. I know I have it set to send us some superstar, like, retiring superstar players, but we have 2 of them now. We don't need any more. Leave us alone. 6 weeks forwards there in the QMJHL. Shea Weber. No. Nashville Predators. 2-1 overtime win. There we go. Colorado Avalanche. They're starting to level out, so we don't want Mike Green. Actually, he wouldn't be bad to acquire, but I don't want him. There we go. 3-2 victory over the Colorado Avalanche. Montreal Canadiens up next. 4-3 overtime loss and a 2-1 win over the St. Louis Blues. So we're rolling against Central Division teams right now. Anaheim Ducks, a Pacific Division team, up next. And hopefully we will get a 4-2 victory over them. Ooh, okay. I like this. I like the bundle of this. But they're definitely going to have to retain some cap here. Let's take a look at this. TJ Oshie and Mike Green. What's TJ Oshie looking like? 87 overall. Ooh, I don't like that. He's too low. I was thinking 88, something like that. Even 89. Mike Green's at 84. Yeah, no. Not for a first. I'm sorry. 2 good players, but not for a prospect in a first. Go away. Chicago Blackhawks up next. And we will lose to them in overtime. They have our number this season. I'm telling you guys, they have our number. Okay, so we're 20, 12, and 3. It's not bad, guys. I think we're probably in the 3rd for the Central Division now. We did get a pretty good push. Yeah, we're 3rd in the Central. We went from almost dead last to 3rd in that small time span right there. We're a dangerous team, and if the logos ever load, I'll show you guys who's ahead of us. I know that's Chicago and the Avalanche ahead of us, and then Minnesota right behind us. St. Louis is still in it. Dallas is starting to teeter off a little bit, but I mean we were in a deeper hole than they are, and we dug our way back out of it into the divisional spot. So that's where we sit right now, 3rd. We're gonna go to the deadline. I mean we're doing very good right now. There's no reason to change anything up right now. So let's continue simulation. Go maybe to the All-Star game. I'm looking at the time on the video. I know I'm going to have to edit most of this out, but I think it's... I see 28 minutes right now. It's probably like 15. But we're going to take it to the trade deadline in this episode, guys. You haven't had a episode of the Winnipeg Jets franchise mode in nearly 3 months. You're getting a good one today. Here we go. Columbus Blue Jackets. They're a struggling team right now. 4-1 victory over them. LA Kings... Hopefully another 4-1 victory. There we go. Anaheim Ducks. Give us another 4-1 victory. We don't want Getzlaff. Our goal scoring is fine. Give us another 4-1 victory. 4-2. We don't want Weber either. Carolina Hurricanes. Hopefully we can get an easy victory. They're a pretty sick team right now. Come on, guys. W here. 2-0 win over the Carolina Hurricanes. Up next, we do have the San Jose Sharks. So hopefully another victory here. The Moose... down there in the AHL, 25-9-2. They are tearing it up down there. 2-1 overtime win against the Sharks. So we're starting to rack up the wins here. That's going to help us secure our playoff spot going into the trade deadline and make a trade. Why is William Nylander losing morale because of ice time? He's on the 2nd line. This guy, this would happen all the time. They never put him on the power play. It's because his face-offs are so bad. His face-offs are terrible. What's his morale look like? He's still fine, but he's losing morale because of ice time. Like, look at this. How many points does he have? He doesn't have that many points. 15 and 41. That's pretty bad. What's his line mates have? Yeah, 20 and 41. That's understandable. You played on the 3rd line after the season. Blake Wheeler, 25 and 41. Are you kidding me? Maybe William Nylander is the problem here. 22 and 41. It's not terrible. I mean, wow, Mark Scheifele, 28 and 41. That's not terrible again. And 32 and 41. Patrick Laine not scoring that many goals, though. I don't understand that. But, his passing is 99. That would explain why. His passing is ridiculous. What about Christian Vesalainen? How's he looking now? Wow, he's got more points than William Nylander. Maybe William Nylander needs to go. Maybe he's the problem here. He's not very happy here. Jared McCann is one of his good friends. But you know what? We may be able to get something big for William Nylander. I actually want to consider trading him. I mean, if it's not broke, don't fix it. But his morale is the reason why he's not doing anything here. Jansen Harkins has more points than he. Look at Jansen Harkins, man. 31 points in 41 games on the third line. Oliver Borkstrand is finally tearing it up down there. 33 points. And maybe we found the place for Oliver Borkstrand. Third liner. $6 million for a third liner is a little expensive. I know what you're saying. But still. Quentin Howden, I mean, he's doing fourth liner things. Same with Brendan Lemieux and Jarrett McCann. So they're solid fourth liners. Defensively, Josh Morrissey didn't need to jump up yet. Nobody really got jumps. Maybe Brendan Carlo and William Nylander need to go. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm going to look around for a trade now. We're going to cut the simulation off here. We're going to look for a trade now for William Nylander. I know it sounds stupid, but his morale is only hurting us. Alright guys, I really couldn't find the trade. So we're just going to sim to the trade deadline. And I'm going to look harder next episode. I'm going to let you guys say some things down below. Now, I did see someone we could acquire for a blockbuster trade who's a 91 overall first-line center, but I don't think we need a 91 overall first-line center. 6-2 win over the St. Louis Blues, 3-1 win over the San Jose Sharks. We don't want David Krejci. No, not today. Anyways, 3-1 win over the San Jose Sharks. Another win over the Sharks, by the way. Edmonton Oilers, 3-1 loss. Ouch, but we will get our revenge here, right, boys? 5-4 loss. No, it's stupid Connor McDavid. LA Kings up next. They're a great team. Not, but they beat us in overtime. Wow. Okay, I just had to say something, didn't I? We're 27-15-4. We should beat the Sharks. Now, there's a lot of old players that are still here. 6-0 victory. Let's go. 4-1 win over Calgary. We could easily acquire someone like Crosby or Malkin and still like a 93 overall, but I'm not going to do that. Come on. I'm looking for someone who's like 27, 28, who's established. We know what we're going to get from them. And I'm really looking for a center, but I would take a winger too. So I'm really going to look around to see what my options are. By the way, we beat the Predators 3-2. We're starting to really cap off our win record here. 5-1 win over the Buffalo Sabres. 2-0 loss to the Islanders. CBJ. Let's see here. Columbus Blue Jackets 2-0 victory. 4-3 shootout win over Carolina. Getzlaf. We don't want Ryan Getzlaf. He's like an 84 overall. Gosh. Washington Capitals 3-0 loss. Not for a first. Domi's about to max out at 86. I looked around the league really good. Shea Weber, no, he's like an 87. 87, 86. He's not worth that money. Domi, no, I don't want Domi. We lost 2 back-to-back losses right there, but we beat Philadelphia 6-2, so it doesn't look too bad. Panthers up next. Let's get an easy W. 5-4 win. No, come on. Calgary. Let's see here. 4-2 win. Go away. We don't want those guys. Get Dallas 2-1 victory. And we're basically in the trade deadline now, guys. But we're finished out these 2 games. See, I mean, there's no point to really trade William Nylander right now. I think I'm going to do a sign and trade type thing. There's no reason to trade him now. First periods, scoreless second periods, Palat and Drouin, third periods, Stanley and Roman Yoshi. I might do a sign and trade with William Nylander because, as I said, there's no point in trading him right now. But, I mean, he brings the morale of the team down. But you know what? He's a great player. I don't know why he's just losing morale because of ice time. Again, it might be because they don't throw him on the power play when I hit best lines. But last game before the trade deadline, by the way, New Jersey Devils. We'll talk about William Nylander in just a second. Let's hop into this. Last game going into the trade deadline. First periods. Oh my god, tank now. Just trade away all the players. We're going to tank. That's what we're going to do. We are going to be a tanking team. We don't need anybody on here. Everybody's fired. Just kidding. Michael McLeod, Colburn, Hall, McLeod again, Christian Vasilinen, second periods, scoreless, and then third periods. Oh, wow, okay, so we just got shafted by the New Jersey Devils. Ouch. See, I mean, he's losing morale because of ice time, but his overall is not going down. I don't get what's going on, and he's not scoring points. I mean, I don't know what's up with William Nylander. Is he just a locker room cancer? Is that what it is? By the way, we're second in the Central. I mean, I don't understand. He's 84 overall. What? You're on the second line, bud. What do you mean you're losing ice time? What? Like, I don't understand. Is he not on the power play? Yeah, I guarantee you they put Jansen Harkins on the power play where he's supposed to be. Special teams. Yep, right there in the center. Right there in the center. You know what? Okay, take Jacob Trouba off the power play. William Nylander will be added on, but he's not going to cover the point. He's not a good sniper. He's not a good enough sniper to play the point. Change in current line. So he can't play the point there. What about if we put Borkstrand on the point? That seems better, right? I mean, that's 3 centers, though. Come on, William Nylander. You're going to have to really step it up here, or you will get traded at the deadline. Hopefully that... I don't know, man. Like, for some reason, he's very picky. I don't understand why he just is. Penalty kill. I don't want him killing penalties. What do I do? I mean, do I give him the extra attacker? I don't understand what else I could possibly do. See, he's even on the 4-on-4. 3-on-3. I'm not going to throw him on the 3-on-3. He's on the 3-on-3. Why is he losing ice time? Like, he's losing morale for ice time when he's on basically everything. Bergeron. You know what? We'll throw William Nylander out there as the extra attacker to make him happy. How about that? But, like, I really don't understand what his problem is. I don't know, man. Maybe he just doesn't belong here in Winnipeg anymore. I mean, it seems like we have nothing but problems with him anyways. Maybe it's time for him to go. Alright, guys. Trade deadline time. I need to know, do we make a blockbuster trade, or do we roll with this team we have? Now, anyways, back to the episodes, like, when it comes to Winnipeg. I am back to doing this franchise mode. I just could not convince myself to stay away from it. I've been trying not to play it offline. Every now and then I'll load it up and I'll be like, no, what if I want to go back to it? And today I'm just sitting here and it's like, okay, time to record a Florida Panthers franchise mode. You know what? Why don't I record a Winnipeg Jets franchise mode? So I did. I already recorded the Panthers one. I was supposed to edit that today, but I recorded this instead. So hope you guys enjoy this. Yep. So comment down below, what do we do? Do we acquire a superstar player for William Nylander to make this 2 years in a row cup run, or do we just let him sit there? I don't know. Comment down below. Press that like button. Be sure to subscribe. I'm back here as GM in Winnipeg, and I'll see you guys in the next video.